What do you see here? As I'm walking, there's a shadow here. Right now the shadow is on the sand. As I go closer, now there is water over the shadow. Does the sand or the water in either way affect the shadow? And more importantly, does the sand or water coming on the shadow affect me? Do I feel wet when the water comes onto the shadow? Do I feel dry when the water leaves? Our ego is just a shadow. Just like we remain unaffected no matter what happens to the shadow, same way our true nature as pure consciousness is unaffected. There is a presence in us which is still, which is untouched, which is pure, which is divine. That nature of ours is the true nature, Sat Chit Anand. Identified with the body, that infinite consciousness appears as a small individuality. That individuality is like the shadow. No matter what happens to the shadow, nothing happens to us. If somebody offers flowers to the shadow, I don't feel elated. And if there are stones that are thrown at the shadow, I don't feel insulted. Same way, our true nature is consciousness. Criticism and praise, success and failure, these belong to the shadow. Nothing happens to us. If we are aware of this truth, we remain so strong in life. Nothing can make us feel sad. Nothing can upset us. Even if the ego gets upset, we are the witness of it. When the ego feels elated, we are the witness of it. So we remain centered, we remain anchored. The pairs of opposites cannot throw us off balance. Have you ever seen a very small child or even a pet like a cat or a dog getting very amused by their own shadow? Sometimes they get scared also.
Is it following you? It's gonna get you. It's gonna get.
That's your shadow. What are you trying to do? Can you say hi to your shadow? What's the matter? It's nice, okay? Say hi to it. Ray, stop. For real. Great.
Right now we are like that child. Our ego terrorizes us. It's like running away from our own shadow, getting scared of our shadow. Think about it. How silly is that? What happens when we remain undisturbed? Our decisions are more objective. Our ability to love is enhanced. Our efficiency increases. And most importantly, we become fit for spiritual knowledge. In the Gita, the Lord says, Yam hi navyathayantyete purusham purusharshabha samadukha sukham dhiram somritatvaya kalpate. One who is never disturbed is the best amongst men. Who remains equanimous in pleasure and pain, happiness and sorrow, praise and criticism, that person is fit for immortality, because such a mind can contemplate on the self steadily, can go deep in meditation and realize experientially that I am the self, ego is just my shadow, and it actually never existed. The self alone was, is, will always be. It is timeless. So let's remember, I am not my shadow. I am not the ego. I am the truth. I am the self.